Hey guys, how you doing? Merry Christmas. Hope you're all having a great time. Uh, my Christmas is going not too bad, just the usual. I wouldn't say it's one of the best, but it's all right. Not bad. Um, Now today is episode 3 of Christmas Hangouts with Uncle Bob, and this is episode 3. And today we're going to be doing all of these. We're going to go going through all of these movies because we're into the third week, which is obviously the Christmas week with Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and Boxing Day. And there's a few special ones in there that I like to do. And this is the ones that I watch in that week. It's a new order. It was because I've added some more Christmas films since then. But yeah, it's just these ones that I'll put together in this week that I'll be watching. But yeah, probably too many, and probably don't really get round to watching all of them because it just isn't enough time. But I watch the main ones when I get a chance to sit down. Um, you know, uh, yeah. But this is all I put together for this week. So start off with Garfield. Obviously, Garfield coming from the cartoon, and then they made two films out of it. Obviously, part done on computer, and then part where it's humans as well. I think this is again quite a good one where they did it from cartoon to film. And I thought they did this quite well. I thought the Garfield, the first one, is quite good. I like the storyline of it. And again, it's just these that are not my usual, because most of the time it's action and horror. But this time of year, I like to watch, because it's sort of a time of year where you spend it with your family and that. So, I like to watch some Christmas family type films. And I like to watch not only just those, but I like to watch ones I used to watch when I was younger because it gives me good nostalgia and childhood memories, and it's like a time where I want to be happy and enjoy the time. Yeah. So anyway, Garfield, the first one, I think it's really good. Whether they did it, I think it's a nice storyline. I think the acting's right and the story is good. And it's fun. The second one maybe not as good as the first, but there's still a nice idea there, and I think it's still fun and enjoyable for what it is. It's still pretty cool. But yeah, probably the first one being better. Now we go on to these Christmas Eve, Santa Claus movies, which are, so obviously it's now Christmas Eve. Could watch these very well on Christmas Day, but I just watch the Home Alone ones I save for Christmas Day especially. But I would do watch these Santa Claus movies 1, 2, and 3 on Christmas Eve. Uh, and these are just, yeah, you just gotta watch these as part of Christmas, the Santa Claus movies. First one does have a place in my heart because I used to watch it, or it used to be on TV when I was younger. I think I was about 9 or 10 when it was on. It's like 94. So Santa Claus, the first one, has a place in my heart because of their childhood memories. And I think it's a good. I think it's a good Christmas. I think it's a really good, solid Christmas movie. The first one. It's got a great story. Tim Allen obviously becoming Santa, and I like how that develops him being, and then he really becomes Santa. Yeah, and I like the storyline. I like the acting, and I think it is a fun and enjoyable movie. I actually think it's one of the best Christmas movies, to be honest, because it's pure Christmas and it's about Santa Claus. So it's just It's just it's just pure Christmas basically. So yeah, I definitely love one. Second one is it doesn't have a place in my heart. Not like the first one does because I can't remember the date it was released. I think I was probably still relatively young when the second one was out. I don't remember seeing it. I think I only actually watched it many years later, all the way through. I think I might have seen bits of it when I was younger, but yeah. But the second one is not as good as the first, but it's all right. I think the idea is there. And it's still just one of those ones where you just enjoy because it is just a Christmassy film and it does have fun moments and it's right. Santa Claus 3 is probably the least of the three. It's got two similar. Well, there's a villain in it, but I'd say probably two better than three. Three probably the least out of the three. But there's a good story there, I guess. With this like guy Frost the Snowman or something, I think. Yeah, there's a good idea there. It's all right. It's got a few enjoyable moments here there, and it's just one of them ones that you just or where I put on. It's just a Christmassy film and just gives a Christmassy feel to it, and it's just fun. Yeah. So now we come on to the main ones of the day of Christmas Day. Which was actually yesterday, because I'm filming this on Boxing Day. I was meant to film this a few days ago, so I'm running a bit behind schedule, but I'm catching up. I'm playing catch up now, so I'm just going to just completely run through some videos that are behind and try and bring up to speed, up to date with all the videos. Yeah, and I'm catching up. So I'm behind at the minute, but I'm catching up. So this is the Home Alone 4 film collection DVD box set. This is a really good box set actually. It's not all five because there's five Home Alone films. This is only the first four. It's a nice little box set, DVD set. The first one, Home Alone. What can you say? It's just another. Again, it's just got a Christmas theme, and it's just one that's just got to be. You just got to watch every Christmas. It does have a little place in my heart for the nostalgia and childhood memories because I did see it a few times when I was younger. So it brings me back, takes me back to my, being a kid and giving me childhood memories. So yeah, it's a very happy and enjoyable movie, and I think it's probably one of the best. That type of action comedy Christmas films, it's right up there, the first one, and it's so iconic now. I mean, Home Alone, pretty much everyone knows what it is. I mean, Macaulay Culkin was great back then. He was a great little star. When he first started, and yeah, I think it's a great family film. Now, the second one is, I have to say, the second one is obviously my favourite out of all the Home Alones. Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. I mean, to be honest, I'll probably say it's my favourite Christmas film, I think. It's just fantastic. And it's just brilliant. Again, definitely has a place in my heart 'cause I saw it many times when I was younger. Absolutely loved it, and yeah, it's just fantastic. Again, like one, it's got that Christmas theme to it. It's Christmas action, comedy, Christmas type film, and it's fantastic. Macaulay Culkin is fantastic in it again. Again, it's the two villains that were in the first film coming back. So that's good, and it's in New York, and it was just a brilliant idea for it to be done in New York. For the first one, they did in his home, obviously his own home, and then the second one they did Lost in New York, and it's a great idea. And yeah, I love everything about it really. I love the fact of him just generally just walking around in New York, looking at the sights, So I like a lot of the scenes in it. I like the acting. I like the story. Yeah, I think it's got some great moments in it. It's very, very funny. The first one is funny, but the second one is absolutely hilarious. Particularly, maybe the last sort of when he goes against two villains. Can't remember Harry and I always forget the other one. Harry and the other guy. But when he goes against the last two, the two villains towards the end of the second one, it's just absolutely hilarious. All the stuff that happens to them, and they end up, because obviously chasing him, and then they end up, falling off ladders, and you know, yeah, just having loads of accidents, getting set on fire, and all sorts happening. It's just absolutely hilarious. They end up hitting each other. One of them ends up getting hit loads of times with bricks, and it's just fantastic. There's nothing, there's not a bad word to say about it. It's just brilliant. It's not more than, you can't really praise it enough, really. It's just fantastic. So yes, definitely my favourite of those, and probably my favourite Christmas film. Watched it Christmas Day yesterday, and I'll watch it again. It's one of them ones where I'll watch again because once isn't enough for me. Home Alone 3, actually, Home Alone 3, I quite like. Now, it's not as good as 2 and 1, obviously, because it doesn't even have Macaulay Culkin, and it's not strong. Don't think it's nowhere near as strong either. But it does have a place in my heart because I did used to watch it a few times, and it was on at Christmas when I was younger. So that it's got some meaning to me. And I actually think it's all right. Actually, I think it's as I said, a hard fact that it's not up there with 1 and 2, but I think it's good enough on its own. I think it's a good, solid film all the way through. It's got a nice little storyline there, still sticking with the Christmas theme, obviously, and I think it's a good little action comedy film. It's fairly good. Fourth one is, now we start to come to the ones where are not that good. 4 is not as good, certainly not as good as the first 2, and not even as good as the third. But it's one of the ones that's all right. It's not fantastic. It's not really rubbish, but it's just all right. It's got some funny moments. All right, quite good, and I do like the little storyline going on there, and it's just all right. So that's those. Now, Home Alone, which is the 5th one, Holiday Heist. This is the weakest one. I don't even think this was at the cinema. I think this may have come out straight on DVD. It's the weakest one. Still got the sort of Christmassy theme where it's going on. The idea was there, but not really over keen on that. The acting, I'd say, is fairly weak. The plot is quite weak. I mean, there's bits and pieces that are alright, but yeah, I'm not overly too keen on it. It's alright here and there, but it's the weakest one. Now we come on to the movies I watch on Boxing Day. So I've done ones where I watch on Christmas Day. Now comes the ones I do on Boxing Day. Back to the Future. Now, obviously everyone knows what this is. Back to the Future. Again, like Home Alone, it's so iconic. Back to the Future, everyone knows what it is. It's iconic. It's a fantastic, well-known franchise, and it's right up there with all the well-known ones for me. And it's Back to the Future. Everyone knows what it is, and it's just a fantastic. The first one is really, really good, and it certainly does have a place in my heart as childhood memories and nostalgia. I used to watch the first one so many times when I was younger, so many, hard to count how many times I saw it when I was younger, and how many times I've seen it again after that, years and years later, just watching it every year without fail. It's just fantastic. It's a great storyline, great acting. Michael J. Fox, brilliant back then. That's sort of like his prime. when he's in these. He's really good. Christopher Lloyd's fantastic as well. Yeah, the cast is really good. The acting's good. The storyline's brilliant. And it's got so many good moments, and it's just a fantastic film, and it's just one of the ones we just have to watch during sort of Christmas for me, and I'll just put it into ones that I just watch on Boxing Day. Yeah, but yeah, it's really fantastic. Um, now the second one, like a lot of the films, I know you probably hear me say about the second one, but yeah, it's just from for me, a lot of the second ones, it's just they just seem to have stepped it up a lot in the second ones. You see, like the first one, were good, but for me, a lot of the second ones, I've just really enjoyed this. A lot of the second ones, the sequels, I just think they're some of them are a step up to the original, and just I think they're just a lot of the sequels that just seem to be more enjoyable. Like it's like Home Alone 2, I just find it more enjoyable. Turtles 2, find it more enjoyable. Even though the first one, Turtles 1, is a better movie than the second one. It's better acted. Fighting choreography is way better. But for me too, I just find more funner. And Home Alone 2 more funner. Back to the Future, I think, is more funner. And yeah, it's got a strong, very strong. The second one's got a very, 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 very strong place in my heart. Used to watch that so many times. I can't even remember if I've seen the first one more or the second one. Yeah, I can't even remember. But I'll see the second one so many times when I was younger. It was on. I used to record it on the telly on VHS, and then used to watch it over and over again. I used to watch it when it was on telly, and yeah, I've seen it so many times. It's just fantastic. I do like it better than the first. It's just brilliant. Again, it's one of them ones that's love it so much. Not a bad word to say about it. I think it's I think it's a really good storyline. What they did in it. Obviously, Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd back in it again. It's strong cast like it did in the first. It's great all the way through. It's just so fun and enjoyable. I'm actually going to be watching this because it is Boxing Day. So yeah, I've got this to watch and enjoy later on. Yeah, so I'll be watching this soon. So yeah, I'm looking forward to watching it again if I hadn't seen it enough already. But yeah, I'm going to be watching this and eating some snacks and try and relax and enjoy Boxing Day for the short time it lasts. Doesn't last long enough, in my opinion, Christmas, but it is what it is. There'll be many more Christmases to come, so you know. No, again, the second one, I love so much. I'll watch it again, like Home Alone 2. So, I'll watch it later and I'll fit time to watch it in again another day. Because again, just for me, just once isn't enough. I like to see it twice. I just look, it's just over too quickly. So, we're definitely going to be watching this again after today. And yeah, I just love it. Second one, it's just brilliant all the way through. I love it every single moment. So that's sorry, we missed out 3. The third one. The third one is completely different because it's set in the past in the Wild West. It does sort of have a place in my heart because I did see it a few times when I was younger, but not many. But it's not. First of all, it doesn't. For me, I don't like it as much as the first and second. I don't think it is as good as the first and second. But they had to change the idea, and it's fair enough. Changing it from what it was to 1 and 2, so that's fair enough. Set in the Wild West. I do like how it starts. Yeah, and I think it's fairly enjoyable for what it is. It gets a bit silly with all the lovey-dovey stuff, which I'm not a big fan of. Between Doc, sort of love interest. Yeah, not really into that so much. But I do like the story going on in it, and I think it's got some fun moments that are there. But yeah, just don't feel this as much as the first and second. But it's all right anyway. It's still pretty good. So that's the Back to the Future trilogy. Now we go on to the movies I watch next, which are the They're not all called that, but so I'll just call them the honey eye